my name is Gregory Cates, and I, with Scoot, have been all over the place. I have been a one-on-one para. I've been a science teacher. Then I was also a math teacher at one point, mostly science, para, and language arts in English. I like to climb. I like to play chess. The program that we worked with over the summer, I make chess curriculum for them. I'm in grad school, so that takes up most of my time. I decided to start something because teaching was always my dream, but it always felt super inaccessible without a grad degree. And so at first I was definitely concerned, but then Scoot, just jumped in and made my dream like super accessible. And I did long-term positions for Scoot too. So it's like, I was doing basically what I would be doing with the license, yet I didn't have one. It was just such an important experience because I have been through so many different classrooms, from stressful classrooms to more light classrooms to all sorts of different students. And I got all that experience. And now when I become a real teacher, I have all that experience. I know exactly what I'm doing. Favorite thing about being a substitute, I love the students. They always make me happy. I get lots of really great words of affirmation. As long as I'm trying hard, I get lots of, Mr. K, you're really cool. Like if I go to preschool, I'm leaving there with at least 10 notes or drawings. If you try hard and you're willing to create a relationship with the students, they're always going to treat you really nicely because you're something new and interesting to them and you're not the same old. It's fantastic. I love hanging out with students. The other day I was at Strive Prep and they were doing an African dance and everyone was dancing, and then because some of the students started dancing, and so I started dancing. I did the worm. I did a handstand and walked, and they all got super excited. Just seeing the bright, happy faces of all the students, that'd be the biggest part. I guess I'll say one of my great experiences, my first experience where I was a para for a kid, was an incredible young student. He had Down syndrome and he just super lively. It was just all day me running around, making sure that he was okay. And it was so incredible because I was able to be there for a long time and help him with every single thing he needed all around the board. But then also, I was able to help him get out of his shell, have more fun, but also in a way that's constructive, in a way that's he likes biting people a lot. We stopped biting less, running more. Biting less, dancing more, that sort of deal. It was so great to be in his life. Another example, I was with a student named and had autism and ended up punching me in the face 7 times. And at first I thought that was, a really bad thing. But after I showed him that, that I was here to help him and I was not here to be a destructive person or just to be an authoritarian or adult in his life, he ended up being super loving and he ended up really liking me, and he just loved it, hanging out with us every second. I worked with a kid, and at first he goes up to me and he says, I fight substitute teachers, right? And then I said, well, I don't think that worked out very well for you. And I said it in a nice tone, I said I don't think that'd be very constructive. We're trying to learn here. And then, I did the dance moves. I let him have some talkies occasionally. And then after a while, we had an emotional bond. And he acts, instead of what he was doing before, when he said he was gonna fight teachers, or he was on his phone, which is not allowed, on his phone, not doing his packet. He did his packet, and then hung out with the rest of us. Right now I'm painting a picture of the job being kind of hard, which it is. But it's rewarding. I was with a student and wasn't doing her work. She kept drawing. The drawing's really good. And she was super nice, well-behaved, quiet when I said people to be quiet, but she still wasn't doing her work. So I got a little tired of it, and I couldn't just keep saying no, because you just keep saying no and sometimes they do it anyway. And what do? You have to call culture, you have to call dean. I try to do that as little as possible. It has to happen sometimes, but I try to make sure that I can try to handle the classroom myself. So she was drawing eyes, but I was noticing that you want this like little spot, and this spot really gives it that realism. It gives it that pop because it's the light reflecting off of the eyes. And so I showed her how to draw that. She got really excited, and then she finished her drawing and she did her work. Seeing all those incredible students responding to that feedback, letting loose occasionally, doing the worm, doing push-ups, letting loose occasionally so kids participate in class, and then they'll all love you after that. And that's what Stute has given me, just a place to try a million things, make a bunch of mistakes, learn from them, and then grow and create a million great relationships with these students. Go for it, because it's an incredible experience. You will make a lot of mistakes, but you'll learn a lot. As long as you respect the students, help them, and learn to, not just be this like super rules-oriented, crazy person, just be able to meet them with compassion and empathy. Sky's the limit. These kids will love you forever. Rewarding. I feel like that's gotta be the word. Rewarding. Scute is a very hard job in a lot of aspects, but if you're focused and you have the right mindset, it's so incredible, and it's better than anything I've ever done by far. The team at Scute is so supportive, and oftentimes as substitute teachers, we are treated something that is it's a commodity that they're given it all the time. Sometimes you don't get work for a bit. Sometimes a certain school might not want you on a certain day or a certain time. I mean, the nature is lots of us are qualified, but we all are not real teachers, so we can't do everything right. And Scute has given me a million opportunities. They've been super supportive at every turn. If I ever have a problem, they just give me feedback and help me. They don't look for reasons to be mad at me. They never do. I try my best every single day, and they support me in doing that, and it's incredible. This opportunity has made my dreams come true. I'm on the fast track to becoming a teacher, and I never thought that'd be possible. For a while, I was just being a construction worker, just hanging out.